Sit at My Grave, Season 1, Chapter 3. Most likely not to succeed? I knew it was bad, but this is brutal. Arden had been in his room. He was flipping through his research, having been home from school for a while. He was unwinding and waiting on dinner when he heard a loud, annoying voice. Arden rounded the corner, a little ways down the short hall, seeing Renly and Reed in the kitchen. She was stirring a pot, while Reed was sitting on a counter, flipping through Arden's yearbook and laughing. "Who let you in?" Arden grumbled as he approached the kitchen. Reed put a snarl-like smirk on his face, flipping Arden off right before Renly had turned around. "Oh, hey, sweetie. Dinner's almost ready. Reed's here, so we can all sit together as a family," she said, smiling. Oh, joy. Arden rolled his eyes as he took his seat. "Give me my yearbook back," he demanded, watching Reed still flipping through it. "Gotcha," he said, throwing it at him. Arden scrambled to grab it before it hit him in the face. "Reed Adler!" Renly scolded him. "Sorry, it slipped," Reed laughed. "Can you not suck for like 10 seconds? Honestly, why are you even here?" Arden said angrily. "Getting a meal before I have to head out. The boys are waiting on me," Reed said, hopping off the counter, going to the table. "What are you all up to, dear?" Renly questioned, sitting down. "Music practice. We're playing a club this Friday," Reed announced, grinning. "That's wonderful, honey. Ooh, can I come see?" "Should I call your father into town?" Renly asked happily, bouncing in her seat. "Give me a break," Arden mumbled under his breath as he stirred around in his food. "It's a club, so it's not really your scene. It's not exactly regulated and all that," Reed told her before grabbing a bread roll. "Oh, okay. Well, tell everyone I said hi anyways. And hey, first regulated show you play, I'd better have front row tickets," Renly warned him, making Reed chuckle, putting his head down towards his food. "Oh, here's an idea. Arden, you should go. That's your scene, right?" Renly suggested. Before Arden could answer, Reed began choking on his bread, laughing. "No way. That creep hasn't been invited anywhere since his own gender reveal party," Reed said, laughing through a hoarse voice. "Shut up," Arden said sharply. Reed threw his napkin at him. "Make me," Reed challenged him. "No, boys, come on. Let's just enjoy dinner, okay? We can be a nice, polite family for once." Really tried to reconcile. Arden slowly slid his locked gaze away from Reed, trying to calm himself down. He heard Reed chuckle at that. Arden grimaced. Everything Reed did seemed so pompous to him. He was so sick of it. "Well, even if he hasn't been invited, it'd be nice if you took him. Maybe he could mingle with your friends." Really tried to warm up the conversation again, glancing back and forth between her sons. Arden scoffed loudly. "Like I want to be around those brain-dead idiots." Arden spoke in a curt tone, as he aggravatedly stabbed at his food. "You say that as if they actually want to be around you. You stay home with your weird, spooky freak stuff." Reed shrugged. "Your friends don't even like you. Your conversations are just about how much worse you can screw up each other's lives," snapped Arden, getting more heated as he spoke. "Screw up our lives? You were just voted most likely not to succeed in life, so I'd watch my tone," Reed reminded him, grinning with his tongue. "Boys, honestly," Renly said, frowning. "Can't you get through dinner and be kind to one another? Shake hands and apologize," she instructed. "He started this. He always does," Arden replied as he stood up from his chair, glancing from his mother to Reed, his smug face sneering at him. It made his blood boil. "Here," Reed said. Arden glanced from his face to where he outstretched his hand towards him. Reed had too gotten to his feet. "I'll meet you halfway." Reed's voice, his mannerisms. Arden didn't care if he was right or wrong. Seeing Reed try to shake his hand, act like he was taking the high road, it was way too much. Arden slapped Reed's hand away with the back of his. "Keep your phony handshake." Arden said in a low tone. He walked out, even as Renly tried to calm him down. Arden heard the mumbled talking between Reed and Renly before he went back to his room. He didn't even want to hear it. Arden found himself thinking of his and Reed's relationship. His mother was right. Reed had been to most of his important events. He remembered him always finding a way to annoy him there. He always got in his business, insulted his hobbies, and embarrassed him. Got tired of even thinking about Reed. In such a little while, be able to go ahead and focus on just what he wanted to do. He'd have freedom to travel and do as he pleased, and he couldn't wait. Those were the thoughts that lulled him to sleep. Be careful of the wisdom you seek. When you get where you're going, you'll find the roads you now travel or what you run from. I read the first words in this book. A lot of chapters had these little sayings, especially ones before chants. What I run from, Arthur said again, frowning as he thought the words over. He often found himself with his focus down in books like these. This one in particular, he'd been chasing for a while. Random library books and online searching could only do so much. They helped him finally get what he had now. He considered the book he finally got in his hands an important relic of some sorts. He felt a sense of significance when he cradled the weighted book in his hands. The Book of Edelon Maledictia. A rusty red color spelled out the words across the textured book. Arthur ran his fingers down it. So many things to learn just beyond the cover. A lot of people didn't believe in these things. Arthur got mocked plenty of times for being so interested in studying these. Somehow, It only connected him to it more. The book, his emotions, seemed to intensify in a way he couldn't explain when he held it. Solutions to problems he had swam through his head. It seemed so clear, yet so foggy. The feelings he got from it all, he always craved more. There was always a slight comfort in being misunderstood. That just meant he was much more complex than them, didn't it? Arden jolted a bit when his door was swung open. Hey, Artie, what's going on in here? Same thing you do every Friday night? Sulk? Reed questioned in a teasing manner as he entered his room unannounced. Do you ever knock? Arden asked, slipping his book under his pillow. I do, Reed told him before giving him a smug grin. Just not for you, he said. Arden groaned in aggravation. Why are you even here? Arden questioned, folding his arms. It's party time, Reed announced, putting a pair of red-rimmed shades on. Great for you. Bye, Arden said, giving an expectant look. Oh no, you're coming with me. Thank me later, Reed announced. Why would I want to go with you? You don't want me there, and I don't want to be there, Arden said, leaning back in his seat. Just get up. That brooding antisocial attitude is not helping your case, Reed told him, going over to grab Arden by his arm, getting him out of his seat. Stop it! Let go of me! Arden complained, snatching his arm back. Come on. Don't you want to go to one cool party before you graduate? Reed tried convincing him. Is Mom putting you up to this? Arden asked, still annoyed. Yeah, she is. Whatever. Now let's go. She's going to be busy tonight and wants us to stay out of the house while she's gone, Reed said, shaking his head. So take me to Gallus. I at least want someone sensible in the car, Arden suggested, folding his arms. Yeah, whatever. Grab your coat. I'm going to be late. Reed waved him off before leaving out. Arden rolled his eyes, grabbing his coat, good shoes on before he went out the door too, swinging it shut. Okay, that was chapter 3. Now we're going on to chapter 4. Sit at My Grave, Season 1, Chapter 4. Bye, honey. Be careful, Renly said, hugging Reed before he left. Renly pulled him towards her, kissing his cheeks, making him frown a bit as his face was being squished, chuckling at her fussing over him. You're acting like I still live here. I'm on my own now, he recalled. You don't have to be under my roof to be my baby, Renly said in a cheerful, scolding tone. I began saying, and he was interrupted by his car horn. He looked out where Arden was sitting, putting his hands up, as if to ask what the holdup was. Oh, you better get going, Renly told him. Yeah. Hey, Artie, if you want to keep that hand, keep it off my horn, Reed yelled back. Arden just flipped him off before slumping back in his passenger seat. Yeah, you too, Reed mumbled. I wish you two wouldn't just do that to each other. Renly fussed. Reed shrugged before hugging her again. See you later, he told her. Bye, baby, and, rock out, okay? Or is it roll on out? Or whatever it is, she said, smiling brightly, sticking out her tongue. Yeah, for sure, Ma, Reed chuckled. I love you, Renly called to him as he was going off to his car. Reed turned around upon hearing that, making a heart towards her with his hands. Love you too, he said back. Renly laughed, shaking her head at the familiar gesture. Soon going back in once Reed had made it safely into the car. Took you long enough. I thought you said you were going to be late, Arden questioned. Testy. What, did you get scared waiting for me in the dark? Reed teased, making spooky fingers at him, laughing as he placed his hands on the steering wheel. I just want to get the night over with, Arden muttered, sinking down to his seat. The two began cruising down the road, passing by houses and streetlights. The windows were cracked open, letting a bit of the night air blow in. How about some tunes? Reed said, popping in one of his CDs. I'm already going to have to hear your music later. Do you really have to torture me now? Arden questioned with a sigh. Oh? Reed arched an eyebrow, glancing at Arden to the back of the road. You don't like my music? He asked. Is that a trick question? Arden sneered. Ooh, ouch. What a burn, Reed said sarcastically. He turned a corner, getting closer to Gallon's house. So, what's the plan after graduation? College? Reed asked. No. Why do you even care? Aaron asked, looking back at him. Just a question. I mean, it is expensive, Reed replied, shrugging. Who cares? Dad will pay for it anyways, Arden mumbled. He leaned forward on the dashboard, looking up at the twinkling night sky, feeling the wind flowing through his hair. Reed glanced at him again. He kept quiet, though, looked back at the road. When do you think he's flying in? Arden began asking. He was cut off by the shock of Reed speeding up the car. Speed bump! Reed announced, making them bounce in the air briefly, shaking Arden, making him bonk his chin. You idiot! Arden shouted, while Reed just cackled at him. This isn't funny! Arden yelled again. Oh, lighten up, Reed told him. You're so irresponsible, Arden said, shaking his head. Yeah, I'm sure. Reed waved him off as he parked in front of Gallon's house. Arden glared at him as he began taking off his seatbelt. Just as Arden reached for the door handle to open it, he felt Reed ruffle his hair. Stop it! Arden said through gritted teeth, slapping at his hand. Hurry back, Artie, Reed said with an affectionate tone. That just frustrated Arden further, making him get out of there faster. He walked up the path to Gallon's house, his hands shoved in his pockets. Arden knocked at the door, waiting for an answer, hoping Gallon would be home. Hello? What brings you by, Arden? Gallon's father answered the door. A pleasant smile on his face. I want to see if Gallon wanted to hang out, Arden answered a bit flatly. Ah, he's a bit busy, but you're welcome to come in and ask, he said politely. Arden was about to speak against it, but he figured he could make Reed wait just like he had done to him. Thanks, Arden said, walking in. He heard quiet music playing. Gallon's mother sat on the couch doing the crossword puzzle, while Gallon was sitting on the floor with his younger sister, working on some of her homework. Gallon, Arden said, walking over. Oh, hello! Nice to see you, Arden. Can't wait for the banquet. How's your mother? Is she well, too? Gallon's mother rambled. Nice to see you, too. Yeah, she's good, Arden answered, although he tried not to sound rude. He didn't really want to get roped into a conversation with either of them at that moment. Hey man, what's up? Gallon asked, standing up. He looked down and chuckled a bit when he saw his sister hugging onto his leg. Reed's dragging me to this party. You know Reed and his stupid little outings, Arden explained with an exasperated tone, though he tried to keep it a bit quiet. I don't want to go alone, so I came to get you, Arden finished with a smirk. Oh, you should have called. I'm kind of busy, Gallon told him with an unsure ease. Busy doing what? You're home, Arden said, raising an eyebrow. Gallon, can we do the twos? I'm good at the twos, Gallon's sister spoke up, hugging him tighter as she looked up at him. Their mother smiled warmly before getting back to her puzzle. Just a second, Genevieve, Gallon spoke softly to her. He smiled brightly back at him before she laid back down, looking over the notes Gallon made for her. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. You know it's important I work with Jenny, Gallon told him, frowning a bit. I'm gonna need you at this party. I don't want to be there with all those brain-dead idiots alone, Arden urged him. Look, Gallon, I wrote my name on the paper. It's in a straight line, Genevieve announced proudly. Good job, Jenny. Did you use the ruler trick? Arden asked, smiling back at her. Yep, just like you taught me, Genevieve said happily, holding up her paper to him. It's not just me, it's because they're such a smart little girl, Gallon told her, picking her up, making her giggle, hugging onto him. So there's no way you're going, Arden tried once more. Hey man, if it was any other time, you know I'm there, Gallon explained as he put Genevieve down. Gotcha, Arden said, nodding in understanding. Although he was disappointed, Arden and Gallon were friends, best friends. Arden hardly could or want to remember a time before they talked to each other. He hadn't had many people around him before Gallon. Arden could understand Gallon being busy. It wasn't like the party would be that dramatic. Arden was far less social than Gallon could be, even though he wasn't extremely extroverted. He had really good people skills. He was a polite individual to be around. Most people knew that and enjoyed Gallon's company when they got to know him. Hey, I'll see ya, Gallon said, giving Arden a half-armed hug, patting his back. Have fun at your party, he told him, a bit surprised he was even going. Fun? With Reed? Yeah, right, Arden said. Gallon chuckled as they sat back down with Genevieve. That's your family. You can't hate them all that much, Gallon said in an annoying way. What's next? Genevieve asked excitedly next to him, trying to get his attention back to her. Yeah, see ya. I'll just let myself out, Arden said, waving at Gallon. As he walked out the door, shutting it behind him, leaving the light back into the dark.